Well, welcome to the end of the term. This is the conclusion lesson for Religion 325. Um, Congratulations in finishing, and hopefully you finish strong and you're happy with what is going on in your grades for this class. And if there's questions about that, just send me an email and I'll see what I can do to help you out. This lesson is pretty simple and straightforward. It's a capstone project. That's what they're calling it. So you read section 133. They've entitled this lesson, Prepare Yourselves for the Great Day of the Lord. There are a couple parts to this. Part 1, you read section 133 and ask the question, what do the Lord and His prophets want you to do or become because of your study of the Doctrine and Covenants? So you use section 133 and then you identify 7 principles from the text that by doing or becoming you believe will help you best prepare for the great day of the Lord. So you read it, and then you're just basically going to come up with this. You've got part 1, and then you're going to identify 7. So it's going to be part 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure there are references with each one of these 7 statements. Okay, that should be fairly simple in part 1. That's all you need to put there. You can put a word count with it, and you're done with that one. Then, from your list of the 7 principles you identified in part 1, you have a separate assignment. And these are 2 separate things, and so make sure that they look separate. So what you have here in part 2 is choose one of the 7 and then write a 1,000-word response using these following criteria of 1, 2, and 3. Study these very carefully. List the chosen principle and explain why you have decided upon this particular principle and how it will help you prepare for the great day of the Lord. Describe the doctrinal development of your chosen principle by citing and explaining at least 6 significant references throughout the Doctrine and Covenants. And that will help there. And then number 3, after you've gathered and explained the 6 references for your particular principle, write a 150 to 250 position statement that will count towards the total of your 1,000-word response. The definition of what they want here is the position statement is a declaration of your attitude or intentions regarding the chosen principle. This should be a simple, clear expression of your belief as well as a possible behavior or action that you will strive to implement in your life. They give an example here at the bottom of maybe what some of this might look like. So here's what I would do so that this is simple for you to present and easy for me to figure out exactly what you've done to fulfill these requirements. So in part 2, you pick your principle, and then I would write this, something like this. Why I have decided upon this principle, and title that paragraph and get it out there so that I could see it. And I'd put it with a 1. And then number 2, the doctrinal development of your chosen principle with the 6 references. So in this one, you can do it a couple of ways, I think, effectively. You can just write it out. But each one of those significant references need to be either bolded or numbered or something so that we can quickly decide if you've got it all there. I might miss one and dock points, and because it is at the end of the term, things get just a little crazy trying to get all this stuff done and done right, and things move pretty fast, and so we want to make sure everything is exactly right and easy to grade. And then at the bottom, I would just write position statement, bold it, underline it, and then write my 100 to 250 word position statement at the bottom. So I hope that helps you with this. Remember also this week is due your last discipleship learning assignment or learning activity. You're pretty good with getting those done. Most of the class does very well with it. Make sure though you put a reference with your discipleship assignment. Need a scripture reference from something in the Doctrine and Covenants. That's what most students forget. And so anyway, that pretty well concludes it. These assignments this week, it's pretty rushed, need to be done by Wednesday. And so do your very best. If you have trouble, contact me, email me. Look over all of your grades. Look through everything in the grade book. And if you see things that need to be adjusted or fixed or I've missed, please send me an email, make a phone call, whatever it takes so we can get this right for you. Anyway, it's been a pleasure to be your instructor and to work with you as you've studied the second half of the Doctrine and Covenants. May the Lord bless you in all that you do, and hope the rest of your finals this term go very, very well.